The reason why I'm here today is because I've known Mark Cuban for a long time. He's a dear family friend. I love Mark.
Well, that's interesting. I'm wondering how interesting it's going to be.
What's going through your mind? How did you frame a decision of such magnitude like this?
So, tough decisions are never easy.
Tough decisions are never easy. No shit, Sherlock. I'm amazed.
And part of leadership is looking at risk and looking at all the factors of a decision and being willing to act at that time and look to the long term and not only think about the short term or how it may be received immediately, but to think about the long-term benefits and what it may allow you to achieve if given all the right considerations. And I think for us, going into the trade deadline last year, we were not competitive. If you recall, we were not a playoff-bound team. And we were able to do some things to reconstruct the roster and enable the team to become very competitive. And after the trade deadline last year, we actually had the best record in basketball, which was a big accomplishment.
Well, this right here is also true. But if I'm not mistaken, Luka Doncic was your best player, your best scorer, your best rebounder, your best assist maker, your best overall.
And we got to the championship games, and we didn't win. And so we had to decide, how do we get better? What can we do to improve our team?
Well, if you ask me, you should trade your best player, and after that you should bring to the team a 32 years old, injury prone. But who am I? I just don't understand the logic to trade for your best player to improve your team.
And so we looked at our trajectory during the season and realized that we did not get better. But the teams that we competed against, some of which we beat, did get better. And ultimately, when you look at the Eastern Conference, after we were to get through the Western Conference, if we're so fortunate, you would have to beat some very formidable teams, including one that we lost to, which actually got better. So this was a decision about the future. If you look at our roster today and who we have, we feel like we position ourselves to be incredibly competitive against the best teams in the NBA. And if you're a fan of basketball, I'll just throw that out there, you have Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, Anthony Davis, and either Daniel Gafford or Derek Lively as your starting five.
Besides Klay Thompson, they are all injured. All of them.
That's going to put fear into a lot of teams in the league if we can get going.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Right? And so the objective was, how do we create a roster for the future that allows us to be the most competitive team? I've said it all along. I don't know if you heard what I said when we actually bought the team from Mark, but we want to win championships. We want to be a winning franchise for the city of Dallas, and we want to be one of character, one of community involvement, and one where we sort of carry on the legacy of the Dallas Mavericks in the right way. In the right way. In the right way. Right way. Operating a team is very much a family activity. I share this with my wife, our kids, our relatives, my mother-in-law. Basketball is something that brings people together. And so we enjoy it as a family. And so for us, we want to be involved in the community here. This is a community asset. As I said before, we're stewards of the Mavericks, and it's a Dallas team, and we want to be here. That's why this happens.
Well, unfortunately, this guy is delusional, because no family member would do something like that to their beloved ones. Like, if he's talking about the family, let's bring fans here also, because they are like members of the team, like in a positive way, like a sixth player on the court and something like that. And they are kind of devastated. I really don't believe that a family member would harm them in such a way that this guy did. He really needs to take a really good look at himself and all others that came up with this idea of trading Luka Doncic. Anyway, I think Luka is right now in a better place.